mentioned via rail. What roughly can we ask you? What's the interest there? What are some of the possibilities on the table?
I met with their leadership in the last month or so with city staff and the rail group, which is a great group of citizens who for over a decade have been fighting for rail service. One, the main train will stay here, the morning one. There is hope that they promise us they will change the start time to leave Sarnia. It leaves at 8:20 to 9, doesn't get to Toronto till about 2 o'clock on a good day. And their hope is to move that forward so you can get into Toronto at a reasonable time, 9 or 10, get to a ball game, go to a show, get back home. We're also looking at a bus shuttle service, which is what they're doing in Ottawa and elsewhere to ensure that you can get to the main line. Since we only have one train a day, there's 6 to 8 that go through from Windsor to Toronto every day and back. We're looking to access that. It'll be very similar to what we're talking about with Air Canada. And that is one of the things that I want to see come to fruition. It's vital to have transportation in this community, and we've lost a lot in the last few years, but we're getting it back.
So switching topic now, the city's committing to over $187,000 to the Air Canada and Landline Company bus pilot project. In your opinion, why is it necessary to have that investment given that private bus lines are already taking people from Sarnia to Pearson Airport?
Well, that is being misconstrued by people. This is a separate service. Air Canada hired this organization. They are doing it in Kingston and they're looking at other Ontario cities. It's direct connection straight to the airport, and it gives you direct access to Air Canada, and you ticket through them from Sarnia to there. We have set it up in a way that if we do not like how it's working within 6 months, we can end the relationship. The hope is we can generate the traffic to make it work and keep that relationship with Air Canada. I was disappointed with people attacking Air Canada yesterday. I wasn't pleased when they left the community, as they did 35 other communities in Ontario about 4 or 5 years ago. But we're working with them, trying to find solutions, not just being negative about their loss. Let's see if we can work together. And this has become, and I mentioned this yesterday at the council meeting, this has become the norm. Via Rail's got 18 buses running from Ottawa into Kingston, the main line. In the United States, it's a very common practice. You have a shuttle service to get you to the main service provider. And there was a comment made about this is just for wealthy people going on vacation. There are many people that use airlines for obvious reasons in this country because of distance and because of need that's related to their personal needs. It could be a death in the family. It could be going to school. It's all those things. So anything that we can do and experiment with, like we've got to be cutting edge. You just can't stand back and say, well, let's just leave the airport as it is. What we're trying to do is develop a relationship that will allow us to give people an opportunity to get to Ottawa. It's going to leave early in the morning. It'll be 4 in the morning. You get up to leaving here, and it'll have a return back later in the afternoon. But we think it's worth trying. And when you look at the investments that are out there, we also subsidize a community bus service that runs to London, has been in place for about 4 or 5 years now. We're involved, obviously, in subsidizing Sarnia Transit. Transportation is one of the biggest barriers to employment and opportunities for people. So what we're doing is effectively giving people another opportunity. Hopefully people will use it, and if they don't, our losses will be minimal because we'll end the relationship.